On Earth 65, the realm of Ghost Spider, we see everybody coming out this goddamn bar freaking out because her ass, they scared of her. Ghost Spider. Let's go back 5 minutes though. See this girl under me? She like a social media fucking influencer, right? And she's on her damn super villain destiny. While playing in the band, fucking Gwen gets a spider sense because her ass was trying to hit Mary Jane. She whips her ass up and beat her ass, and everybody else got whipped up too. Later, we see the damn supervillain damn girl. She done went online and talked about how she twisted the narrative and made it seem like she the bad guy and she gonna sue her. Her dad came and was basically talking to her about staying in this earth. She said, I do stay here. I do got a reason to stay here. It's because of you. She's like, well, lucky you. And then her fucking phone went off. It was Mary Jane and them, so she had to leave. So she catches a ride on the train, right? And she says, I swung my way through different New Yorks, different Manhattans. Lately, this one hasn't quite felt like home, which makes me wonder, what am I holding on to other than dad? That makes me want to stay so badly. So she meets up with Mary Jane and them, and Mary Jane mad because the Freak Out place banned them, and she don't want fucking Spider-Gwen to be using become Spider-Gwen. She's like, it's not like something I can just put away. You know that, right? How would you know if you haven't even tried? How much do we mean to you? Fuck MJ in every fucking universe. I've been telling y'all that shit. She said, all right, this band means a lot to me. Mary Jane was like, that's not all I asked, but I guess it's good enough because we need you. As she get a damn flyer of Dazzler and the Uncut Gems. They supposed to be performing against her in this big ass fucking, they going on tour basically. So she went to her dad's crib and tell them that she's finna go on tour for a few weeks. He said, New York could be good without having to Ghost Spider for a couple weeks. So they go to New York City, Madison Square Garden, right? And Mary Jane told her, was like, promise me no Ghost Spider. That's when we got introduced to meet the Uncut Gems, which is Dazzler, Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, Rick Jones, you know, who's A-Bomb, or right now, canonically, he's Captain Marvel. Nope, he's not Captain Marvel. He's Janice Vale. And I forgot who the fuck this is. So they meet each other, right? And Gwen was thinking, was like, hold on, Dazzler? Could she be a mutant here too? So they had their little practice before they end up having to perform in front of all these people. While they was performing, the Uncut Gems found out that Rick Jones' his stomach was hurting for some sushi, so they needed a guitarist. So they was like, all right, we're gonna get the redhead, which is Mary Jane. So they go out there and perform, right? She doing lights and all types of shit. You see Mary Jane, she with they ass. So they performing, she up here creating fucking projections and shit. Then she started walking on the light. That's when Gwen was like, what's that? It was the Hulk. He got to smashing shit up. Dazzler hurried up and get on his ass. And then Spider-Gwen was on his ass too. Like, where the fuck you come from? Threw her ass into a fucking drum. Dazzler flies into the fucking air and shit, trying to shoot fucking light beams at him and shit. And then fucking Spider-Gwen started whipping his ass. He's like, ah! Hulk rips up out of that shit, jumps onto the scaffold and shit, then get up out of there. That shit destroys this shit, so Spider-Gwen had to fucking save the people that was there. Fucking stop that shit. And Dazzler used her powers to fucking stop that shit. Her power to turn sound into solid shit. Then they met up with each other talking about some nice moves and shit. But they wasn't fast enough to stop everybody from leaving this time. So Mary Jane found some shit. Gwen asked what she finds. She hears her ass talking about some nothing. She get that shit from behind her back. She told me some, I got a chance to play with the Uncut Gems. I needed a souvenir to mark the occasion. She's like, look, before the Hulk and shit crashed in, we was absolutely killing it. And she asked her, like, you regret having me back in the band? She's like, no, that's our dream. She's like, look, I know that Ghost Spider is who you are or whatever, and we had our differences. But all I ever wanted was for you to just once choose us like you choose, like we choose you. I'm here right now, not Ghost Spider, just me. That's when Natasha came through, took that thing from Mary Jane. And her and Natasha went to go talk, and Natasha let us know, she's like, I already know about myself in the other multiverses. I ain't really different from them either. I'm the reason why Sue Storm ain't on your ass. She's like, what? That was you who made her stop? You could do that? She's like, I could do a lot of things, but that's not what we're here to talk about. It's about me, obviously, and you. That's when Dazzler came through. So they knew that this attack was finna happen, and that's because she's getting stalked. She said a few weeks ago, Dazzler came to her and talked about somebody was probably following her in her band. She thought it was regular band stuff, you know, like really intense groupies. But it wasn't. They broke into her house. She wasn't home, but her sister was, and Pixie, her bassist, her friend, they just took them. My bad, her dog. And and she don't know how or why. So she trying to save her family before it's all too late. That's when we go to this damn place out here some fucking where we see this dude talking about some, yeah, subject's reaction to the trigger was violent, reactive, but ultimately successful. Looking forward to the next trial in the next venue as they up here listening to either fucking, I think he listening to Dazzler. And all this went down and it's gonna be continued. And Spider-Gwen, Smash, issue 1. This continues after Spider-Gwen Shadow Clones.